Hello?
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 It sounded like Stephen Lynch and Tyke.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Jay Mohr.
Jay Mohr!
Oh, when you roll.
Jay,
when you roll. Hi, what's up, handsome?
what the hell, Jay? Have we just crossed the lines? We haven't been able to get a hold of you? Or what the hell's going on?
I've called you guys probably a half dozen times, and this is the first time your moron phone sausage slapper didn't quiz me and then not let me through.
Because we figured you'd probably be one of the first guests we had on the show. We've been on for a year and a half now.
And your phone screen is like, hi, I know it's really you. What do you do for a living? Where do you live? I said, come on, I'm up early. I'm on my way to a job. What job you working on? And then I go, oh, fuck off, and I hang up. And then I left like a dozen messages on the FU line. He never played those. And
those were Jay left messages on the FU line?
I did, because I'd read it on my satellite in my truck, and I'd be like, fuck you, and I just, whatever floated my boat that day, I'd curse someone out. And then I cursed out Frenchie like 10 phone calls in a row.
Rumor has it you have XM?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do? Do you subscribe to the Opie and Anthony show? No, you don't, do you?
You just got real quiet. I can barely hear you now.
Yeah, I can barely hear you.
What the heck is going on?
Can you hear us?
I can hear you now. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Anthony wanted to know if you actually got the XM. And
I've had XM. I had it before you guys were on it.
And did you subscribe to our premium service?
I did, and now I get it for free, so someone owes me $6.
$6. What have you been doing, man?
Having a baby, just kind of hanging out with my son.
We heard about the baby thing.
I got a divorce, made a couple tabloids.
Yeah, we read that. We read that, and we're wondering what the hell happened.
What do you mean?
Did it just, kind of, the relationship kind of went to the wayside? Because you two seemed very close.
When you drive into a tunnel, it says clearance 14 feet.
Yeah.
We were like 14 feet and a quarter inch at all times.
Really?
And you kept deflating the tires to get through that tunnel, and eventually you just didn't feel like putting in the extra work.
Where's Buttercock Scotchcock?
What?
Where's Big Tits? Yeah, where's Eat a Bullet Boy?
I'm right here, bro.
Hey, are you working anywhere this weekend?
Yeah, I'm in Florida.
Where in Florida?
West Palm Beach Improv. Why, what's going on? Where are you going to be?
No, I was just curious. If I wanted to come see you, how would I get tickets there?
Oh, thank you.
Wow, come on, guys.
Yeah, well, we're used to the
Nice.
Jimmy plugs, but not like that.
Hey, are you still finding out when it's me?
What? This is
what I went through with your phone screeners to get through. Today was all right, but it's like it was like getting an escort. He's like, "What's your number? All right, let me call you back immediately."
Well, this whole thing's been a drama. Ben talks to us almost every day. Well, Jay said he's calling tomorrow, and then you don't call, and then Jay was busy doing this.
Ben didn't get in touch with me until Anthony was freaking tournament. So anything he said prior to that is a lie.
All right, we'll get Ben in here. We might.
I got friends of mine going, how come you're not on the show? I'm like, I don't know. The booker and producer never let me know how to get in touch with them.
Dude, we need celebrities on the show. We wouldn't blow you off. We need anyone we could get at this point.
Hi, guys.
And I don't mean that in a bad way. I'm just saying we would have.
You.
And Steve is Steve. Jay didn't leave messages on FU line. That's what Steve's saying. Get these guys in here.
That's a lie. All I do is I drive around, I dial a stupid FU line. I said FU to Frenchie. I said FU to the screener not putting my call through. I said FU to you guys for having Voss on before me. Then I called back and said, really, FU for having Frenchie on before me?
Yeah, we expected you right from the start.
Yeah, we thought we'd start the show, and the first call would be from Jay Mohr.
Hey, did you really go to the Super Bowl with Nikki Cox?
Yeah.
Wow.
Is that your new squeeze?
Dude.
Yeah.
Wow.
How was it being in a tabloid?
Wow.
Whatever you read in the tabloids is true.
I love it. He's not even denying anything.
Especially when it's a hottie. No, she's great, man. She's cool.
Yeah. Wow.
That's very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we got divorced. We filed like 4 months ago.
Was it a nice, pleasant divorce, or was there anger and throwing things.
No, she was a peach.
And I'm going to take everything from you, and like
No,
mine.
they say it's half, but it's not. It starts at half. It's like being with a bookie.
It starts at half?
It starts at half, and then you get alimony and child support. So it's like being with a bookie. You pay your debt, and they're like, well, what about the juice?
Oh, Jesus. That's got to amount to a lot of cash.
It's like 70%.
And what about the house? Do you still live? Where did you have to get an apartment, and she lives in a house?
No, I bought the house before we were married, and I rent a beach house down in Huntington Beach, so I made out like that.
But isn't that part of marital property, even though you owned it beforehand, or did you have a prenup or something?
Not in California.
Really?
And you can have, I just want custody of my son, so you can have all the money in the world. I don't care.
There you go.
I'll go work Uncle Sputchy's Chuckle Hut.
And it only took 4 months to get the divorce?
No, it's not finalized yet.
It's not over.
Oh, okay. Because Anthony's took, we were talking about this yesterday, 3
about
years?
3 years.
3 years.
It takes forever.
About 3 years with Dominic Barbara as my wife's lawyer, so that was nice and fun to have to deal
You know what
with.
happens? It's like you're right about to finish up, and then one of their girlfriends get in their ears, and they're like, I need to wash your dryer. It's like, well, come fucking take it. What do you want from me?
Yeah, people start yapping to him, and they give them ideas. Yeah, you deserve that.
They get a divorce. They got robbed.
Yeah, you deserve that, girl. You put in your time.
You stuck by him when he was nothing.
Yeah, that old gag.
Well, she wrote all the jokes for you, right?
Yeah.
She did right. She was like Rodney's wife. She'd tell him into my ear when I was on stage and shock me with a prod when I fucked him up. Rodney's wife used to say, no, you ever see that when Rodney's wife had like the IFB and she'd speak into a mic and tell his jokes into his ear when he was on stage?
No, she did that for him?
Yeah, like the last year of his life when he was at the Laugh Factory, and he just watched him to see if he'd piss his pants on stage.
Oh, wow.
Oh, man.
Oh. Hey, Wayne, it's a private club. Don't tell anybody you're Jewish, all right? Okay.
And she was giving him his lines? I didn't hear that one.
Yeah, he'd wear, it's true, I saw it with my own eyes. My own eyes! He'd wear an IFB in his ear, and then she'd be upstairs like with a book of his jokes and a microphone, and she'd just like whisper them into a microphone, and he'd repeat them, and there'd be like these awkward pauses in between jokes.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
And I was going to have one of her tits during his act just to hear Rodney go,
Would she tell him the whole joke or just key it?
I don't know. I just saw her speaking into the mic. It was very...
Why were they allowing him to work at that point?
Wow.
Huh?
Why were they allowing him to work at that point? Someone should have stepped in and said, look, man,
It's Wally Sparks, dude.
She's pumping every penny out of him.
Are you going to tell Wally Sparks he can't take the stage?
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Dude.
So a lot of changes in your life there, Jay.
Hey, Jay, last comic standing, they did, obviously I was with you there on season 2 for a little while. Season 3, they seem like they kind of just jumped right into it. Are they going to do anything with that, or they kind of wreck it by doing that?
They wrecked it, and we didn't want to do it. And they said when Friends and Frasier were gone, and they needed something for the fall, and they asked us to do Last Comic Standing, but a different version of it with no house.
Yeah, the house is like the fun
I said,
part.
well, that's Evening at the Improv.
Right. Yeah.
They said, yeah, it's good. And they're like, no, it's terrible. Like, can you imagine, like, The Apprentice, like, a month later, you bring back all the losers from The Apprentice, like, with no boardroom? It's just stupid.
They just work and you film them working?
And so then they canceled it with a week to go. I was like, you guys are fucking brilliant.
They wrecked the franchise.
We all know it's because a black guy won, and NBC can't have a black person winning a reality show.
Oh, is that it?
Oh. Oh, Dip. Oh, Donnie, I feel bug nice right now, son.
Are you playing in the area? I'm hearing rumors.
No, no tickets got sold, so the promoter had to cancel.
Oh, come on, where?
It was at the State Theater in New Brunswick and the State Theater in Easton, Pennsylvania, on my tour of theaters only called State.
Oh, goddamn.
You missed me, didn't you?
Yeah,
yes.
we did.
You know something? Everyone was bashing you. The instant
I know.
feedback.
I listened to it all, and I just sat through it and said, the sunshines are good cleaner. The sun will come out and everything will get cleaned up.
You know our listeners. They don't forget anything. They don't put anything down, and they're brutally loyal to this program. A couple of guys. Let's see. Roast this fucker for taking so long. Don't go easy on him. Shut up, Jay. Hang up the phone, you skank. Hey, remember that one? Hang up the phone, you skank.
Slow my fingers, it's shit.
Is Jay ever ever coming into the studio? Get Jay Mohr off the phone. Like they're angry that you didn't you stop in sooner.
Sounds like they're angry I stopped in at all.
You know?
I got to say in defense of Jay, it's like, look, yeah, everyone wanted Jay to call in sooner, but he did have a lot of shit going on. I mean, when you're going through a divorce, it's not exactly easy to, and you're fighting for custody. It's, your first priority is not to call into a radio show.
But
so,
I did call in. That's the thing. I was guest hosting, like the Roger Lodge fucking extravaganza, whatever, like some sports talk show out in L.A. And I was like sitting on the toilet like 20 minutes before I was going to go on the air. It's like the only time I'm ever awake when it's dark out. And I don't know if it was Eric or whoever. They're like, how do I know it's really you? I'm like, it's me. Well, what are you working on? I was like, come on, dude.
They did not do that to
I'm
you.
like, the more questions he asked me, the less time I would have had to be with
That's
you guys.
what I heard. I heard a lot of people, the phone screener was giving him a lot of grief.
They should just, put him through.
Put him through.
And
If it wasn't Jay anyway, it would make for good radio.
we would know it.
We would know it in a second.
Now, where's Steve saying I didn't call the FU line?
Yeah, where's Steve and where's Ben?
Everyone's hiding.
Yeah, they went for the head because they're all fucking right.
Ben has no problem starting all sorts of rumors, but we're trying to get him in here, and he's just he's sitting at his computer.
First we have
Jerky, true carry, glasses, faggot.
Make him believe that he doesn't hear us right now. Now Steve has entered the studio with his blonde hair.
Yeah. Blonde locks.
Anthony, how did you do in the poker thing, Anthony?
In the poker thing? I did all right. I sat at a table. I couldn't have gotten one of the tables with like celebrities. I sit at a table and it's full of poker pros, superstars.
You, the executioner, and Amarillo Slim.
It was the worst. So I was sitting there. I did all right. I lasted a few hours. It was a hell of a lot of fun.
Well, you said all you wanted to be was not the first one out.
Not the first one out, and I wanted to have a good hand.
Destroyer.
That's it. I wanted to have a couple of good hands against the pros.
Called it Opie a Destroyer.
Wasn't that great? Ed Asner was cursing me out.
Saying,
get rid of the fucking wasp, he said.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Okay, Lou.
Well, we have Steve in the studio. Steve?
Yeah. We got calls from Billy La Machine telling us that Jay had called the FU line, and Ben and I and Eric went through maybe 100 of these messages going back 4 days at a time, and we couldn't find a single one that even remotely sounded like Jay.
Billy called me and said they want to know what you said so they can find it faster.
Yeah.
How is that? Is it like an email?
Yeah, it's
keywords.
That's exactly what it is. We're looking through audio clips that are sent in via email. That's how the voicemails work.
Well, perhaps Jay, you didn't.
Yeah, I know.
You didn't say fuck enough times in the FU line message for Steve to put it on. Every
Wouldn't
message.
the subject matter be Jay Mohr?
What?
Yeah.
What would I say?
Yeah, the key word would have been Jay
No,
Mohr.
then we didn't find a single one, and we all looked.
And now we got Ben in the studio. Now Ben is ready to confront Jay Mohr.
I'm not confronting Jay's just hard to get a hold of.
Yeah,
And he calls me back. You call back like a week later.
I called and called. Guys, you don't understand. I've been calling the show probably twice a week for however long you've been on the air.
Wow.
No.
No? Steve says no.
It's not like Ben and I would actively cockblock this guy's appearance. We have no motive. We have no motive in that regard.
Why
would
don't you
we
want
do that?
Jay on this show, though? I mean, I don't get it.
We've
wanted Jay since the first day. We wanted Jay to be one of the first guests.
How come you're not calling him back? If you were a comic, Steve.
Jesus Christ. Pimp hand.
Pimp hand.
Anthony, divorce is like the worst, right?
Ugh, stinks.
But did you have that, like, when you're going through it, that moment of clarity where you realized everything was going to be fine?
No, I'm still not through that. As I write my checks every 3 months, as I sign that check, oofa.
I did not want to get divorced. Like, I had, like, this whole thing about a two-parent household and how important it is to the child. And then I was on staying at this little house on the beach, and I was with this Argentinian girl, and I was banging her, and she goes, fuck me like I'm bad. And I go, all right, and I, like, smack her ass, and she turns around, was fucking her doggy style, and she turns around and she goes, no, fuck me like I'm bad, and she spits on my stomach.
Wow.
And I go, okay, you little fucking bitch. And I start fucking her, and I'm like kind of choking her, you know. And her eyes are kind of bugging out of her head. And I had issues, rage issues with women at the time anyway.
Of course.
And then I had like my fingers in her mouth, I was going bleh, like I was making a face, pulling her cheeks apart with my fingers.
Yeah.
And I'm fucking her and I'm pulling her hair, and then I pulled out and I came in her face, and I thought to myself, this just might work. This might be my new pet.
You were giving her the fish hook.
Yeah, with both hands. It was rape, actually.
Oh, God damn. That is funny.
How hot was she?
She's pretty hot.
Yeah, of course.
You're calling from L.A., Jay?
Huh?
You calling from L.A.?
No, Argentina, dude. Like a little pig from Argentina.
No, I mean...
When are you going to be in New York?
I'm not now. I had to cancel these dates. I don't know when I'm coming back.
You really had to cancel?
Yeah, I had like 30% of the tickets sold, and the promoter's like, I'm going to take a bet.
What happened?
I don't know. Comedy's not big in Easton, unless your name's Larry Holmes. The Easton Assassin. Doesn't Larry Holmes look like when Billy Crystal does the old Jew makeup? The lips.
That's good.
Hey, how about on the Oscars when Robin Williams did a fucking Elmer Fudd impression?
It was awful, wasn't it?
Stop.
Like, I was always kind of non-partial, and I never got involved in the he's good, he's bad argument. And then I just went, you suck, cock, big elephant dick.
But they were applauding him like crazy for that act.
I'm like, oh my God. I think he did that evening at the Improv when Gordon Jump hosted.
Wow. This is an old hack now.
I actually enjoyed it, and it's funny.
Shut up.
My managers and I watched it, and we had a nice laugh together.
Yeah, the common manager that you share with him? You phony.
Jim's manager, Reuben Kincaid.
Danny.
Nothing.
I laughed.
So, it's hacky.
I laughed, though.
It's early for me. I woke up to piss, and then I said, you know what? Where's the hotline? La Machine gave me the hotline, and Billy Mack gave me the hotline yesterday.
La Machine.
Are you going to
So yesterday I got the new hotline, and I'm calling today.
Are you going to remember even calling us later today?
Oh, yeah. I'm not Steve-O.
Oh, you heard the Steve-O?
I hear every day. It's my favorite, dude. You guys are my boys.
That guy's out of his mind.
All right, well.
I love that goddamn show, that Wild Boys show.
Yeah.
It's hysterical. They send him off.
I've never seen it.
Oh, it's on MTV2. They send Steve-O and that other guy, what's his name? Chris Pontius.
Joe.
Pontius. And they send him off to, like, Africa and South America to
Oh, my God.
to like, do things with animals. Like, you would think Marlon Perkins, the old Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom, they do it, but only instead of just hanging out and filming them, they're like smacking animals in the face and eating their crap and trying to pull dingleberries off their asses, getting kicked in the face, getting ripped apart. One time Steve-O put a fish in his ass and had a pelican like pecking at it, and it just grabbed his ass cheek and ripped it. And he's screaming, enough with that fucking bird. It's hysterical. The guy's completely out of his mind.
I finally saw Jackass the movie.
Oh, it's hilarious.
Oh, it's hysterical.
That scene when they're on the golf course with those air horns. Dude, I never get to laugh out loud. That made me fucking laugh. I howled watching that.
Oh, just pissing those golfers off.
That awful air horn.
I do that with the car horn
Annoying
every golf course I pass.
I did it yesterday with the car horn.
Mm-hmm.
I took my son to the zoo, and you got to go past the Griffith Park. There's like a golf course there on the way.
Yeah.
And guys were just lined up on their tee shots, and I was blaring the horn at them.
It is fun to do.
How old is your son?
2.5.
Oh, cool.
Two and a half already.
We've been off the air a long time.
Jesus Christ.
Holy crap.
6'4", 220.
I remember the announcement on our program.
He's a big fuck.
Is he?
Yeah.
I was at the zoo, and the gorillas are closed because it's under construction. And you know when you have construction, you put the wall up, but you have those little circles so the guys can, like, peek through the holes, just look at the trucks and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the entire construction crew was black.
Oh, stop it.
And
No,
they were
wait.
like, on lunch break. And, like, the biggest, fattest one was, like, sitting on a cooler, like, facing the other way, like one of them always does. And I remember thinking to myself, they have to know.
Oh, my
Like,
God.
they have to know how ridiculous this is. Like, they're just sitting there, like, one's facing the other way, two are arguing, like,
Oh,
one's
that
facing
is
another
wrong.
one up the hill. One's asshole is turned inside out. Just like it wasn't closed, except with orange vests.
Oh, is
I'm
that
so
horrible?
glad you're on satellite.
That is horrible.
This is
I
why,
wish I got the stock before it was at 29.
this is why we moved the show, by the way, so we could get our calls in from L.A.
Yeah, that's
Hey,
Yeah?
Sirius stock is at like $5.
Yeah, it went up. It had a little bump, and then it went back down again. Like everyone gave it the Howard Mel Karmazin bump up to like $9, and then boom.
I had
went back down.
a radio tour that I did for these 2 dates. It didn't work, obviously, but the last one was Sirius, and I blew it off. So when I spoke to you guys, I could say, nope, didn't do it. I could not go on Sirius before I talked to you guys.
Where'd you cancel? Just Easton and New Brunswick? That's not that bad. 2 things?
Those are the only 2 dates I had. I don't go out anymore.
Oh, okay.
No?
Why would you? You got to stay home with Nikki. Would you?
Oh,
Why do you want to
so
leave
cool.
that?
Damn.
How
man.
cool is that, Jay? Come on. Come on.
How pissed was Bobcat?
I don't know, dude. I don't get involved.
Dude, you got involved though. That's what
I
happened.
don't know nothing, man. I don't know nothing.
All right.
Don't give me the money, man. Don't give me the money. Give it to him. You're gonna fuck me. You're gonna fuck him.
Come on, let us live your life for 1 minute. How is it?
She's so hot that sometimes I lose my erection. That ever happened to you? Girl so
Come
hot, she
full
kicks out your
circle, huh?
game.
No, it's never happened to me. I've never had a chick that hot.
So hot, like my dick kind of goes, what's going on here? Time out. Let's talk this over. This is like, she's throwing like 101 here.
It feels it's not even worthy.
Yeah, and no, that's never happened to me before.
Wow, that's
She's
something.
awesome.
Was she still going out with Bobcat though when you moved in there?
No,
No?
They moved out and done their thing.
They were done. Yeah.
Bravo.
Yeah, the tabloids had a little field day with that one.
I like Jay Moore's Bizarre Love Triangle.
Love triangle.
So, Jay,
Yes, sir.
you got to come clean now. Did you or did you not have sex with chocolate live on our show that day?
Yeah.
Yeah, why? Why?
You know,
Why, yeah.
it was in a Jason's studio. The glass was really thick. It was kind of dark in there, but we thought we were seeing it. We never got to the bottom of that one.
Jay did.
Yeah, no, I fogged up the glass, and those are before the New York Times over the Windows days.
Yeah, it was the old in Scotzo's old studio. Scott Muni, God rest his soul.
Did he die?
Yeah, Scotzo passed on to the great DJ Booth in the Sky.
Muni is let the let out.
Hey, do you
This
still...
studio smells like ass. What happened?
Scott Muni sounds like the guy with the voice box in South Park.
Do you still do Chris Penn?
Yeah.
That's probably my favorite impression that anybody does.
And
of
no one
anybody.
does that impression.
That's why I love it.
I don't care how mad you are at me to say Episode is going to be at us. Let's move some cars. It looks like Sam's fucking hot car out there. There's a girl who went to one of Daddy's calls. This black shit called herself Lady E. Was he pissed off? I love Keitel in Reservoir Dogs.
Oh, yeah.
Tim Roth is shot, and Buscemi goes, holy shit, is it bad? As opposed to good? Or Bad Lieutenant. Gentlemen, this series must go 7 games. The revenue money alone between those 2 towns, leave it on the Mets. Strawberry is going to break out. I went to the game yesterday, and I looked out Strawberry in his eyes, and he fucking told me he's saving it all for the big one.
Wow. That is
If you
really
never
good.
go any other way, leave it on the Mets. Did I steer you wrong? Good. You owe me money.
Fucking no one does Harvey Keitel and Chris Penn.
That is right
no
on the
I
money.
like it. I love
does
his
that.
crazy logic, and then the fucking cops go, all right, fuck it, I'm in. He's like, I saw that Strawberry, and I looked him in his eye. You know what? I didn't know that. All right, fuck it, I'm
All
in.
right, fuck it, I'm in. God damn, that is
Women
funny.
get raped every day. Now, because these 2 wear penguin suits, the church puts up a big reward. The church is a racket. Are you a Catholic? I'm a fucking Catholic. I'm blessed. You don't understand. This guy's going to blow up your house with your family in it. God, you would be doing me a fucking favor. They Daniels, you little cocksucker.
Holy shit.
Good eyes, Daniel.
Very
Good
funny.
eyes.
Chris Penn and
Couple
Penn
beautiful
Penn.
girls.
Yeah.
Where were you tonight? Kit Kat Club? Couple beautiful girls in your daddy's car? Huh? No, I know what you did. Couple beautiful girls.
I like when actually seeing Jay do the Chris Penn one, and you actually spit like he does.
You're gonna tell me this guy's gonna decide out of the fucking Why do you tell me what really happened, Larry? Stop pointing that gun at my daddy.
Like
Don't
daddy.
hurt Daddy. What the hell for? That lump of shit's working for the LAPD. Joe, I don't know what you think you know, but you're wrong. He's a good kid. He got shot in the gut. It's my fault he got shot in the gut.
All the dialogue. That's great.
Are you going to bark all day, little doggy, or am I going to be on a sitcom on basic cable in 2 years? What was that? Because I didn't catch it. Am I going to be on tilt for 15 grand a week? What a zilch, Michael Madsen.
Oh,
shit.
As opposed to good?
God
Jim,
damn.
West Palm info?
oh, West Palm this weekend.
Hey,
I wanted to watch you perform, tell your jokes. Where would I go? A couple beautiful girls in the audience.
God
It's
damn.
very similar to Colin, actually, Keitel.
Laugh my ass off.
oh,
Oh, shit.
oh, that is fucking
No,
hilarious.
Colin would be like, Jim, you know, that's the thing, you're like performing in West Palm with Jim Norton. A bunch of people sitting around, it's good, I'm with Bubba the Love Sponge from Jim Norton on stage.
Oh, Colin.
You know?
I almost got in a fight with Bubba the Love Sponge in studio.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Why, did you try to take his bagel away from him?
He kept playing like these song parodies with the word nigger in them.
Really?
And he would dump it out, but like all the listeners and everyone on hold could like hear it, and everyone in the studio is like cackling, laughing.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, it's not cool. It's just not good. I can't do it. He's like, oh, what are you gonna do? And they speak in like this bizarre language
What?
called fat.
Jay, what was the problem?
No, that's what was fun. Is when he stopped.
Oh, because then he stopped and there was no more fun.
No,
I
but
like-
with Walter,
I like
you know,
how-
my road manager's black and my godson's black. I'm like, dude, I just, you know, it's not like in high school I would have loved you, but now it's different.
Well, your zoo construction site story kind of blows that whole theory out of the water, Jay.
No, come on. Serena Williams is my favorite thing in the world.
God damn.
I want to fuck Serena Williams so bad.
You do?
Yeah.
You can do it now.
She's a
I
beast.
know.
You're a free man.
It's amazing.
Yeah, are you completely free, or are you settling down with this Nikki girl?
No, we settled in.
Yeah.
What would you do? Jesus Christ.
Well, she has something to do with it, I was thinking, and all right, she's into it too, huh?
What are you gonna do? Like go look for something better? She's the hottest thing I've ever laid eyes on, and she talks and everything. They say the way to a man's heart is through his stomach, and that's wrong. The way to a man's heart is through his fucking washing machine.
Really?
Oh, if you find a girl that does laundry, forget it.
Yeah, you gotta love girls that do the laundry.
Laundry never ends. I've been single 4 months, and it's like this. It's like having herpes.
Nikki Cox is doing your laundry?
Our laundry.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, doing both of your laundry?
I'm not gonna be like, yeah, that's right. Oh, yeah.
Oh!
She's
Do my laundry.
Wash
I'm-
my underwear, hoa!
She's the best, dude. I'm telling you, she's really. Her looks are like the least of her qualities.
Does she do the wash like in her underwear sometimes?
Mm-hmm.
Do the laundry in her, and you look over and she's in her underwear? Isn't that the best? Wow.
I'm telling you, I've never had a girl that was so hot I lost my erection.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Jimmy?
I've seen her. Like I remember, I don't remember what she looked like, but I remember when I saw her, I was like, Jesus. 'Cause I remember Goldthwait. I was like, I can't believe he hooked up with that beautiful girl. So I don't remember what she looks like, but I know when I saw her, I was blown away.
Just gotta
Well,
go
you
to
could have been
Google.
with anybody, and you would have thought that.
No, that's not true. You'd be surprised what a few dollars can pick up. I've made some nice purchases in the last couple of years.
He's a nice guy, I'm sure.
Who?
Bob.
Yeah, I don't know him. I've met him once.
I don't know the man. I don't know what he does.
Yeah, just tell him you don't want to drink Tab. He'll understand.
It must go 7 games.
Oh, man.
Hey,
Yeah.
Patty really crawled across the studio naked.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. She has come a long way, Jay.
Her new porn name, Patricia Brooks.
The body wasn't that bad, considering.
That's
For
what
a
I heard.
50-year-old
It
broad.
really wasn't that bad.
You got to give it to her.
For an old broad.
For an old broad.
Hey, hell, it's no Nikki Cox, but you know what? We had to start this whole thing over again, and we're not getting the talent yet, Jay. So even a Stalker Patty naked is better than nothing.
Oh, that is a good starting point because really, you could really improve upon that. We had that
Do you have
Polish
any
girl in the
guests
other day.
coming
though.
in today?
Huh?
Do you have any guests coming in today?
No, this is
You're
pretty much
it.
it. So.
Really?
You're it.
Hey, Ben, don't you think as a producer of the show, it's kind of your job to line up guests?
Dude, we have a professional booker. She can't even get the job done.
Well, where's
Yeah.
Ben? I want to hear Ben's response to that.
We hear about who was supposed to be on the show is what we hear. We were supposed to have... Who was the big star we were supposed to have the
Vin
other day?
Diesel.
Vin Diesel was supposed to be on. So that was kind of cool
He stood us up.
that he didn't show.
Instead, you got the duck
Who?
from his pacifier movie.
From this
There's
bad
that-
movie. There you go. Yeah, I
was
booked the
playing some of
duck
them.
from Pacifier.
And we were supposed to have Chris Jericho today, but he overslept.
What? Is that what we're hearing?
Yeah, there's an excuse every day why these
There
people
is an
don't show
excuse
up.
every
Why
day.
these people don't show up on our show.
Well, if he overslept, that means he's up now.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
He's not oversleeping. He overslept.
Still be sleeping.
Was that Voss?
No.
Why'd you hear some slurping sound?
You know, it's amazing. What amazes me about Voss after working with him for 2 years on Last Comic Standing is for a guy that can't speak, all of his bits end in words he can't say. Like, I owe her money and I'm dodging her. Like, you couldn't say avoiding, which he can say flawlessly. Next time you have him on, try to get him to say, I eat sushi in church on Tuesday. And then just get the Gallagher tarp and cover yourself up.
Gallagher tarp. There she is.
Sushi in church on Tuesday. And if he does try to say it, he has to stop and swallow first.
Jesus.
Hey, we're looking at pictures of your squeeze.
We popped up a couple of pics on Google.
Look at him.
In your face.
In your face. You're a pisser.
Motherfucker.
That's very, very nice. Yeah,
She's the best, dude.
good job. Good job, Jay.
You done good. You done good.
She's
The
lovely.
series must go 7 games.
All right.
All right, you
Jimmy.
bastard. Hey, get in here, though, one day. You got to come and stop in when you're in New York.
Dude, I will do nothing else other than your show. And I canceled Sirius yesterday because I would never be able to look you in the eye knowing that I did that bullshit company before I did you.
Thank you, Jay.
Ozzy's going to be there Monday?
Yeah.
I hope so, yeah.
Supposed to be. He better be.
Hopefully he
Jesus.
won't oversleep or.
Jimmy's going to be like
Something.
a babbling schoolgirl.
Oh, dude, I'm going to be just an ass. I have to prepare questions because I'll have nothing to say, like, spur of the moment.
Remember that Bugs Bunny with the Sinatra rooster and the Bing Crosby rooster are like competing and all the chickens are just like
They're swooning, yeah.
and shooting eggs up their ass? That's Jimmy.
Yeah, I really will be a blithering idiot.
Jim, what's the number to West Palm Beach if somebody wanted to get tickets to your show?
I honestly don't have it in front of me. I should,
Oh,
but
my
I don't.
God.
No, I don't. I don't think about plugs when I'm on this program. I just think about having fun and doing the
Uh-huh.
show.
But
No,
it's the West Palm Beach Improv.
yeah, tomorrow through Saturday.
So if you went to like improv.com, for example, like if I'm online right now, let me just figure out how to route this through.
It might be Improv Comedy Clubs or ImprovClubs.com. Or you can go to eatabullet.com and link to it from my calendar page.
Yeah.
Oh, that's your website, eatabullet.com?
561-833-1812 is
That's the number to your website?
No, that's the number of no, you can't call the website. That's the number of the Improv.
Oh, I got confused. So the West Palm Beach Improv is what?
561-833-1812.
1812.
Yeah. A lot of
Anthony?
big laughs.
Yes, sir.
I miss you, buddy.
I miss you, Jay.
I
We
miss
always have
eating
fun.
fried raviolis at Joey Paisan's.
Hey, we'll go to Paisano on Mulberry Street. Have some fried raviolis.
Oh, let me tell you a quick Frenchie story, okay? Why I called to say fuck you, and then I know you guys probably have to take some kind of break, right?
Yeah,
Not really.
Something.
We could just keep going.
How many times has Frenchie come to my shows for free and just sat there in the dressing room like drooling, going, yes, you come to my restaurant, it's very good. Like every single time, all he does is ask me to go to his restaurant, right?
Yeah. Do you ever go?
Yeah. Hence the stories to follow.
Okay.
So, but I admire your enthusiasm.
just moving it along, Jay.
So, when my book comes out, I get the publishers in New York and everything, and I'm going to take them all out to dinner. And I'm like, I know just the place. So I get all these people from Hyperion and like 3 of my friends, and we go to Frenchie's restaurant. He's like Eric Roberts in Pope Greenwich Village waiter. Like, he's that low on the totem pole, and he always makes it like it's his restaurant. Like, he's just a bum. And he's not, there's 2 waiters in there. He's not even our waiter. And then at the end of the night, he comes over and he puts a fucking $300 check in front of me. And I literally did like a pesky, like, you gonna embarrass me, make me look like a schmuck in front of my friends?
You should have clobbered him over the head with a bottle.
Hey, you wanted me to christen his kid to split. $7 grand I charge. He gave me a fucking $300 check, and I'm like, what? Yes, I took off the ice cream. Like ice cream or something. Something was free, and it made it worse.
I've gone there many, many times with many, many people, and I have never, ever gotten a break on the check.
I went in there
Ever.
one time. I got a free dessert. That's why I never went back.
Yeah.
For what?
Yeah, but he's always like talking it up, like he owns it, and come on in, I'll wine you, I'll dine you.
Yeah, you think.
Says, he doesn't sweat you. He's like, hey, if you feel like it, come down. You go down, boom, there's appetizers on your table by the time your ass hits the seat.
Oh, with Joey, you leave with more money than you came in with.
Sunday,
Amazing.
Sunday, he picked up a check for 9 of us, Joey.
Yeah.
9 of us. I was just looking for a slight break.
Well, you can do that when you work in construction.
There you
That's
go.
right. In
There
the
you
sanitation business. Yeah, I hear you. I never got a break. I kept going back many times because it was really good food, but, you know, what are you going to do?
Really good food, French food, fags.
Was French food, but...
Hey, Jay, someone from Wagbag, they don't forget anything. They want to know if you were begging to try to get on Howard's show, because Howard made a whole deal about that.
If I what?
Howard went off on a whole rant about you, saying that you were trying to beg to be on his show.
No.
You badmouthed him in an interview. Jay badmouthed him in an interview. Bashed him.
Right, and then Howard claimed that you were begging to get on the show.
Well, he was saying... I think
Hey, I don't beg for nobody.
I think it
Oh,
was
wait, I got the clip.
of Howard?
Yeah.
All right, let's listen.
This is the beauty of the new show, Jay. We get to play all these clips.
We play whatever we want.
That calls
I
Howard.
know what did happen is,
Hold on.
sorry, I was rinsing my mouth out. I had phone calls from friends telling me that he was talking about me, and then I clicked over and listened, and Gary was suggesting me as a guest, and Howard said, no, because I don't know what I would talk to him about. And it was like really like boring, and I turned it.
Well, here it is. Here's the clip.
Hey, Mitch, you're on the air.
Yeah, I just wanted to let you know that Jay Mohr ripped off one of your bits on Jimmy Kimmel last night.
What do you do?
He was actually breathing while he was telling one of his jokes.
Oh, very funny. Very funny. The guy bashed him. Nailed him. He walked right into it.
Yeah, the guy Howard's all happy thinking he's got one of these stupid rip me off things again.
He was actually breathing.
Did you hear
I
that, Jay?
invented that, Robin.
That's awesome. Let me tell you about Marconi, Robin. Anthony, you do great, Howard. That makes me happy when you do that.
Thank you, Jay Mohr.
It continues. Listen.
Telling one of his jokes, kind of like you do. I think you invented that.
Hey, Jay, why don't you stop calling the show? You're not coming on ever.
Also, at this point, Howard thinks...
Oh, yeah, I did hear this. And I was like, is this guy delusional? I think I call it myself.
Of course. I forgot to... Yeah, Howard thinks he's talking to Jay Mohr. That's what makes this so beautiful.
Are you kidding?
Yeah, now we got to start over. I forgot about that.
Yeah, because the guy sounds so much like me.
What a lunatic.
Hey, Mitch, you're on the air.
Yeah, I just wanted to let you know that Jay Mohr ripped off one of your bits on Jimmy Kimmel last night.
What do you do?
He was actually breathing while he was telling one of his jokes, kind of like you do. I think you invented that.
Hey, Jay, why don't you stop calling the show? You're not coming on ever.
Oh,
I think you'd have more to do.
Yeah.
Do you think he's serious?
Isn't Jay the comic who tried for years to get on our show and then trashed me on the Opie and Anthony show?
Absolutely.
Yeah, well, F him.
He stood on the side of the MTV Awards.
Yeah.
He stood there, not unlike Jim Carrey 10 years earlier, just waiting to get on the show.
Yeah, so Jim got on and Jay didn't.
Right.
And so,
you want me like I'm a loser like Jim Carrey.
You're a
loser. We did Jim Carrey, boss.
You're a loser like the guy that makes $20 million a picture.
I can't take it anymore. Like every once in a while, I like the show, but I just can't take. I mean, I know like they all get paid to agree with them, but it gets to a point where it's just awful.
Yeah, how about once in a while, just not agreeing with the guy?
Yeah, we were saying that earlier, man.
So the blacks don't want to work, Robin. I know. It's crazy.
It's crazy.
You think he'd have better things to do than call a show? He does, because that isn't him. Jesus Christ, you
Let me
idiot.
hear it again. That guy sounds nothing like me. He sounds like one of my uncles.
It continues.
And so, boo-hoo. So after being a super fan, he trashes me. Because he's got no goddamn convictions or morality or anything.
You hurt his feelings.
Yeah, I hurt his feelings. Because he's such a scary talent. Now he's doing Star Search.
No, I'm having sex with Nicky Cox, you heeb.
God damn. He's right about the morality, though.
Yeah, you don't have any morality, that's for sure, but Jesus. You're having a good time, though.
Wow.
What a tool.
It continues.
Now he's doing Star Search. Great. Good luck.
By the way, I have to take back what I said about that show. I watched the rest of it. It was abominable.
All right.
Boy, New York comedians were really bad.
Really?
Oh, my goodness.
How good's a comedian going to be on television where you're not allowed to say anything? I mean, seriously, think about it.
Well, they did do some bleeping, but, man.
And bleeping always makes everything funny.
Well, it made Ozzy funny, so I guess the comedians thought it would help them.
He sounds grumpy and tired.
Oh, always.
He's just calling it in at this point. Sirius has no idea how bad that deal really is. They have no clue yet.
His $500 million deal, Jesus.
Nice. I don't understand how they're going to make that work.
That's some serious cash. Man, you got to give him that. Making some real money.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, Jay.
Oh.
Are you like?
Did he get us?
Are you getting me?
I think he got.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was the reverse silent game.
Yes.
Opie, no more. I don't know. No more Sandy.
No, we're done too.
All right.
Yeah, Jay. Well, dude, you got Nikki. Well, honestly, I don't even care. I mean, yeah, it's over. It's over. Seemed like it was a tough time off for everybody. It seems like she broke up with me 5 weeks after we got canceled. So
it was probably the first time you ever had to talk to each other.
No shit. I lost my career and my chick all within like a month and a half. Yeah. We were coming home. I mean, I knew we had problems, and we were coming home from Montreal, and I looked over at her, and I go, wow, you're just not into this anymore. She goes, yeah, you're right.
Wow, really? Was that how it happened?
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah.
Ouch.
Is she seeing anybody now?
I don't know. I don't really care.
I don't care,
I wasn't saying
Robin.
for me. I was, but I mean.
What?
What?
I've been having a fine time since, so I don't really care. And then Dice, his whole thing broke up. And then Barry Williams, his marriage broke up.
Dice and Barry Williams were going out? I didn't know that.
The Barry Williams one, I'm scared to call him another friend of the show, but that thing sounds a little too strange to get into. Because I knew the Williams pretty well from hanging out in L.A. I've hung with them a bunch of times, and then when they came to New York, they seemed like a very, very happy couple. And then it makes the tabloids that they're getting a divorce and that she wants full custody and she only wants a nanny around when Barry sees his own son.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, wow, something really bad had to happen there.
Yeah, because the son's 16. Ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
So we haven't gotten to the bottom of that one. I don't know if we ever will, but.
Well, you should just have all your friends that are getting divorced on the show.
Well, no, I mean, it's unbelievable, You, Barry, Dice.
But you know what makes up for it all? Voss is getting married.
Me, right? My relationship broke up. Ben's.
Yeah, Ben's did.
Ben's did. Steve's will.
Steve.
He just doesn't know it yet.
How many martinis?
Black Earl and his dungeon master.
Black Earl.
Earl.
I haven't had a relationship.
Well, you're a smart man, I guess.
I settle down with a different girl every night, man.
Yeah, don't pay any more religious
Hey, but it sounds much nicer in Italian.
Yeah, you know what? I had a
one dog looking one way, one looking the other. Guy in the middle saying, "What do you want from me?"
Hey, when's I sound honey?
Jay, I had a really weird 2 years. I got to tell you, man. It was weird.
Well, tell us now.
Well, I've brought up most of them. It started with before we got fired, like a month before we got fired. My grandma died, who was like a mother figure to me. Okay, so she dies. Then
That's not funny.
No, I know. Then I lose the career. Then I lost the long-term chick.